Hello, my name's Tracy Elsom. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator based in Canada, and I wanted to make a very quick video just showing you something that I was doing this morning. When I first got up, I had no idea what I was going to make for my blog project, so I just started playing, and this is what I ended up with. Okay, so this is the card that I ended up making. It's a base of very vanilla card, which I like to use when I'm sponging if I don't want anything too stark showing through. I started off by sponging the layer with Pool Party ink, and then I embossed the grid pattern here that you can see with white embossing powder. Then I sponged over some Bermuda Bay ink and then added this dot design using Island Indigo. All those stamps come from the Timeless Textures stamp set. Then I was wondering what to do next. I picked up this flourish image that you can see there. That's also from Timeless Textures. And I embossed that over the top using gold embossing powder. And you can see there's a lovely shine there. Then I sort of sat around, wondered what to do next, needed a layer, but I didn't want anything too hard. So I pulled out my scrap bin and found a piece of vellum. So I didn't want it square edged, so I decided to pick up the Sweetheart punch, and I used the top of the Sweetheart punch to punch these little scallops out of the edge, kind of randomly, just to give it a little bit of interest. Then I press the edges of the vellum onto the Versamark ink pad and then sprinkle that with gold embossing powder and heat emboss that, and that creates a really nice effect there. The next thing was the sentiment. I pulled that out of the Flourishing Phrases stamp set, and that was stamped onto another strip of very vanilla card that I had sponged with Pool Party and then Bermuda Bay ink. So as I was laying the pieces over each other, I realised that I needed something in the middle here. It just looked a little bit bare. So I pulled out some gold 5/8 inch satin ribbon, and it looked just too plain. So I decided I would have a little bit of a play, and I actually used this same flourish image from here, and I stamped it onto the surface of the ribbon using Versamark ink, sprinkled it with gold embossing powder and embossed it, and it actually worked. I've ended up with a jacquard type image there, just on the one side, so you can see there's some embossing there, there's none on that side. I folded it in half and attached it to the vellum with tear and tape adhesive, and then put the sentiment over the top with Stampin' Dimensionals, so that all of this, where the vellum has slightly lifted up at the edges where the paper curves with the heat, that's actually able to sit there, so you can see there is some nice dimension to the card. Now obviously I can appreciate that it's very hard, even with a video, to see exactly what's going on with that ribbon. So I decided to do the same thing, but with a piece of white satin ribbon, which unfortunately is no longer available, but you get to see the effect. So it's the same image, that flourish. I've embossed it in gold. You can actually see how beautiful that looks on that ribbon. So there you go. That's the card that's going to go onto my blog today. I'll finish it off with some decoration on the insides. I always like to decorate the insides of my cards, and I'll do something for the envelope as well, and you'll see everything on the blog a little bit later on today. So that's it for me, and hopefully I'll see you again soon. Bye.